the Netherlands are going to have to try to end possessions if they want to get a win, because the Aussies, they're going to crash the glass and they're going to try to get themselves an extra possession every single time.
Second chance opportunities. A big reason why Australia have not been beaten. Only challenged by Italy in kind of an odd game. Everybody else, they essentially ran over. Poland lost to them by 3. Here we go. Quarterfinals are underway. Day number 6 from Ulaanbaatar. Kout will miss on the shorty. Played well in the playing game yesterday, did Kout. Got to keep up with Marina Whittle. Whittle averaging 4.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Spoonstruck Alaka is back. Two-piece falls to start the scoring for the Dutch. Whittle. Ain't nothing with, oh, nice move. Blew the layup. So Boonstra will get it cleared for the Orange Lions. Kout swings it left, ball fake, Dreesen. Boonstra with a rebound, and the fall away is no good.
Dreesen on that possession looked a little bit intimidated by the athleticism from the Aussies. Usually that's a finish for her underneath the basket on those drives.
Whittle playing big underneath the bucket. See what I did there? Whittle?
Yeah.
Big?
Okay.
2-2. Janice will miss, gets it back. She's just an animal on the glass.
She played a little tight in pool play, right? Didn't get her shot going, was missing underneath the basket. So far, impressive early to start the game.
Good defense to prevent that layup. Ali to Whittle. Marina swinging through, taking it at the world number 1. We'll miss it, but we'll get another chance. Those are those offensive rebounds we were talking about. And then she's going to tie it up. Heady play there. Mila Soa will come in. Champions Cup gold medalist to start the year. Down to Ali. In the lane. Ali turns around and misses. She's been tough to stop throughout this tournament at 8 points a game. Credit that Dutch defense and a 3-2 advantage. Kout lets it fly. You are not to leave her alone.
No, she is a
you will
great
pay
shooter.
Dearly.
She is a great shooter. So Aussie sagging off of her is kind of a surprise. And this is the 3rd block in a row for the Netherlands underneath the basket.
The Orange Lions hear them roar. The inspection and rejection. 5-2. Netherlands putting together a nice start. Shot clock violation.
The Dutch actually led the pool play games in blocks, right, with a total of 9. So their active hands underneath the basket's paying off right now.
Finding ways to get to manufacture some offense too. Dreesen on the drive. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. 6-2. Wilson. She will fire and miss. Annalie Maley with the save, but to the wrong colored threads. Orange has it. Dreesen inside. Boonstra makes the extra pass. 2-ball on the way off iron. Wilson will get that to count. Continuation. I think the Aussies, they needed a spark. And that may be the one that does the trick. Ali Wilson, 2-time Asia Cup MVP. And those are the Kangaroo men looking on. Lost in their playing game yesterday. Came out flat. And I hope to see the women advance. Right now they trail this thing 6-3. The voice of 3x3, that's me. Kyle Montgomery, Boz Rosendahl, the Mountain here as well. You know, I want to remind you all to make sure you stick around at the end of the schedule today. We're doing 3x3 overtime. This is where Boz and I give you all the biggest headlines, best highlights, previews of the next day, and wrap up the day that was. So just a reminder for that. Having some fun on that show, aren't we, Boz?
Yes, we are. I've enjoyed it.
6-3, it stays. Mila, no. Should be Australia ball.
The Aussies have, as we predicted, rebounded very, very hard. They've gotten a rebound on at least 5 possessions so far, and we've only been playing for 3 minutes early in the game.
Offensive foul there, and each team with only a foul as we head into our first timeout. A little bit of a slow offensive start for the Aussies. The Kangaroos talking it over in the huddle.
It's a difference
the vocal leader in hers.
It's a difference in approaches in this game as well, right? The Aussies, they run a weave action on offense, but they try to go into a lot of one-on-one sets. And the Dutch, they're looking for mismatches. They're hunting probably Mila Soa underneath the basket with Boonstra, maybe even with Driessen and with ELS.
Boonstra controlling the show, using a lot of the clock here. They got 4 to shoot. Driessen's gonna go ISO ball. Missed it. Right back inside. And Whittle having a tough time holding off Boonstra.
Look at the positioning here from Janice. Making sure she sets 2 feet into the paint before she receives the pass, so only 1 dribble is needed to make a move.
Kout lets it go off iron after hitting her first. She hit 2 of 3 twos yesterday. She's now 8 of 19 on the tournament. Ten-minute sprint to 21 points for a spot in the semifinals.
And what a matchup to have early on, right, in the tournament, early in the knockout rounds, just to say. Because the Dutch lost those 2 games in pool play, we now have 2 of the teams that may be favored coming up against each other early.
Netherlands in front, looking to add some more. And Lutje Schipholt will go up to the line.
There you go. I like the pronunciation there. Getting close. It's a, but that one's really difficult.
Listen, I'm American. We can't use the back of our throat. 7-4. I'm doing my best. 3-point separator. Driessen is saying that went off of Soa. But official Veshko says no. It'll be Kangaroo Rock. Soa. Ali. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a layup. Netherlands got to be careful not to get Lutje Schipholt in that mismatch.
Yeah, that's a difficult mismatch for anybody on the Dutch team, though. Alex Wilson so strong going to the basket. That first step is lethal.
Look at Mei Lee holding off 2 defenders on her back. Hannah-Lee Mei Lee averaging 6.5 rebounds a game. And she'll take a rest. Another foul picked up by the Netherlands.
Yeah, Evelien Schipholt just extending a little bit too much on that. She's picked up a couple of fouls already. The Dutch had 4.
Wilson, step back, front iron, lands in Janice's hands. Boonstra, kick out. Down to Boonstra, in, it goes. Netherlands in control here, approaching the midway point. What a start for the Dutch, who have turned things around. Remember, this was an 0-2 team at the beginning of this competition. They are trending upward in the right direction. An errant pass by Mei Lee.
I think the Dutch length is bothering Australia just a little bit. I don't think they're used to the precision switches the Dutch are making. The one-on-one attack not working as much.
Driessen with the drive, with the score. She's in a rare form right now. Dutch men looking on. Worthy, be smooth. Tough loss for them to end the day yesterday against Germany, despite having a 6-point lead. The ladies still survive for both countries. Boonstra taking a shove.
They are really hunting Mila Soa, right? She's a little bit undersized, and you can take a look here. Right away, Boonstra dives to the basket, make sure she has an angle. She receives the pass, and Soa is forced to foul.
This is great execution of the game plan.
It sure is.
This is great coaching and execution. Netherlands with a 5-point lead, looking for more.
One other thing I've noticed is the Netherlands, instead of giving up offensive rebounds, they'd rather tap the ball out of bounds so they can get their defense reset. Part of the plan as well.
High IQ plays like that, difference makers. Allie Wilson attacking, will miss it. Wilson is there, is there to clean it up. Oh, Whittle caught reaching in the cookie jar. 5 fouls apiece. Kangaroos, who have been the more potent offensive team, just with 6 points here. They've averaged 21 a game compared to the Netherlands 17. Taking on a new identity here in this quarter. Boonstra will miss it, gets it back, will beat the horn. Another offensive board. Will keep it with the Orange Lions. Couch kicks it. Lutja Schipholt will draw the foul. And she was on the way up. Free throw coming up.
It's the pick and roll game for the Dutch, right? They are patient. They set the screens. Australia rotates over. Maybe just a little bit late on that. Contested shot, but a foul as a result.
Evelyn Lutja Schipholt, 3.8 points per game. Good at the line to make it 11-6. The Kangaroos not looking nearly as dangerous as they have in their unbeaten record. The Netherlands have applied great defensive pressure, and they've been able to match the effort of Australia on the glass. Second media timeout.
So what I've seen so far is the Dutch, of course, knew Australia was going to drive at the basket, right? They are top of the field in drives. So the Netherlands have decided once they drive, they're probably not going to kick out. So they've doubled the drives at times. So once Whittle, once Allie Wilson, once they pass their defender, there's a secondary defender rotating in. They'd rather give up a 2 than actually give the drive up.
It's working in their favor. To this point, a 5-point lead. Australia trying to work some two-woman game. Now ISO action. Whittle. Soa can't finish it. That's a bad possession for Australia. 2 point-blank attempts at the rim.
And then a 7th foul. Compounding mistakes here. They miss an easy look, and then they bump right into Janice Boonstra. Put her on the line for 2.
First time this tournament we've seen the Kangaroos frustrated. You can feel that pressure mounting. Boonstra will miss the free throw. But with 3:34 left, Australia's offense is grinded at the start here. Wilson trying to do everything. My goodness, what a make that was for Alley Cat.
How did she finish that? Hanging in the air with the offhand. Incredible dexterity.
Alley, ISO against the world #1. Great defense there from Nortje. Mila Soa has struggled from distance. Open again. Got to maintain confidence. Runner off the square will find his mark. A 4-point contest now. Two-piece. What a response from Nortje.
Just the patience on that pick and roll play alone. She waited for almost 5 seconds, a slight jab into the screen and some space for a shot.
Back out to a 6-point game. Nobody home as Wilson will convert. Netherlands the aggressors in this one. Australia with an uphill climb. relying on Wilson to do stuff like that. Foul is drawn. The 6th on Netherlands. Marina Whittle, also a former Asia Cup MVP, up to the line.
There's the drop coverage I told you about for the Dutch, as well as the rotation over from the weak side. 3 defenders in the paint, trying to guard Whittle, trying to make a shot.
Whittle, yes indeed. Out inside. Whittle trying to defend there. Got caught reaching in. Already in the penalty of the Kangaroos, so 2 free throws upcoming, big ones.
And Whittle tried to pull the hip of ELS to try to get her away from that pass because she knew she was out of position.
ELS, first of 2. That one drops through, 1 more to go. Netherlands maintaining a 6-point lead for the better part of this game. Wilson won't get the score that time.
That was another block for the Dutch.
Out, swings it, ELS. Oh, fouls her own miss, no box out from the Australians. Dreesen taking it into traffic, no fear. Soa, 2-piece, no. Annalee, drop step, scores it on the right side. But a 6-point game still, and time is not on the Kangaroos' side.
Time and fouls. Because that's another one, putting ELS on the line for 2. The high lob pass off of the pick and roll. Evelien Lieke-Schiphol in position, goes up, but the shot is hit on the arm.
Single elimination action. Australia on the brink of being knocked out here at the quarterfinal stage. As the Netherlands move closer to the 21-point mark, it is 19-11.
Australia lose the ball under the basket. It's Dutch possession again.
This one's a done deal.
Never say never. It's 3x3.
That's true, but I'm pretty certain this one's a done deal. Whittle, off iron. Nortje attacking. Dribble drive. Out to Janice. Back over to Nortje. Lost the handle on it. Saves it. Puts it up to try to beat the shot clock. Doesn't get it to go, but now just 70 seconds remain in this contest and an 8-point lead for the Dutch. Soa, off iron. Mei Lee with the rebound, tries to clear some space, can't get it to go. It's back in the Dutch's clutches.
I like that.
Dreesen misses the scoop. Oh, did Mei Lee get a hand on that?
I'm not sure, but the Dutch are getting offensive rebounds against one of the better rebounding teams in the field, and their game plan, their execution has been flawless.
47 seconds left.
Here we go, ladies. Keep fighting. Go through.
I think the pace of the game the Netherlands have set has been something Australia struggled with, right? They like to fly around the court. They like to zip it around. They like to attack off of penetration, and the Dutch have slowed their offense to a grind, and I think that's why they're up.
This is, I think this is the best game from the Netherlands that I've seen put together. I'm not talking about just this season.
Ever.
This is incredible execution. To perfection. Their game plan was better than Australia's.
Agreed.
And the Kangaroos didn't help themselves by missing, some gimme buckets. Bunch of layups, a lot of iso ball. Kouts puts them out. KO. Netherlands win it going away. 21-11 against the previously unbeaten Kangaroos. Netherlands are going to be trying to play for a medal here in 2025. On to the semifinals they go. What a turnaround for the Dutch.